Bow, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, aka Chaddy Bobby 1130. And look, this has been, I'd say, probably 6 years in the making. I haven't posted. First of all, welcome to Over the Top with Chad and Tony. This channel is obviously based around our podcast that we do weekly, every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. We have put out well over 160 episodes. We've never missed a week, and we shout out to everybody that supported the channel. But about a few months ago, Tony and Chance started wanting to spitball new ideas to bring to the channel, in addition to just us posting the weekly episodes and then clips from those episodes. So us all being collectors in some form or fashion, we came up with an idea called Collector's Corner, which I've probably seen a few episodes of that already, whether it's Tony or Chance or whoever's showing something from their collection. So that's what this is. This is an episode of Collector's Corner. I'm going to show you about 14 movies that I've picked up. I used to collect a ton of movies back in the day, and then I just never really watched them much on physical media back in the day, so I sold the majority of them. I probably have, counting these, maybe 75, 80 movies, but I'm starting to collect again somewhat, but I'm only buying special editions of movies that I really fuck with. So that's what this is, man. The majority of it is Arrow Video. We've got a couple of Scream Factory titles, and then I got one from Kino Lorber. But we're going to just show you what we got. I'm going to talk about them briefly. But if you're here, thank y'all for showing up. Get you some popcorn, all that shit that they say. We're going to start off with the one release from Kino Lorber. Now, they put out a lot of really cool catalog titles back in the day, I know. But me being out of the collecting loop since 2020, 21, there's been a lot of stuff that's came out that I didn't even know happened unless Tony or Jordan told me. So this is one of those titles, and I picked all this stuff up off of Amazon except for like 3 of them I got off eBay, and that is Uncle Buck. Now, this is one of my favorite movies ever. This is one that it's my favorite John Candy film, obviously, my favorite John Hughes movie. And when he said he got a 4K release, I wanted to make sure I picked it up. This one, I'm pretty sure the stuff on this is from the Blu-ray, but this is just a title that I have to have in the collection for sure. R.I.P. to John Candy. If y'all haven't watched that John Candy documentary, you need to go do it. I Like Me. It's on Prime. It's amazing. We lost this guy way too early. Him and John Hughes both, we lost in 94, 95, and the amount of dope movies we would have had from those guys if they still had been here. But Uncle Buck's a classic, man. Buck melanoma, Molly Russell's wart. That's the quote from that movie that I love. These next two I'm really hype about. Now, I still kept the first Sleepaway Camp Scream Factory release. It doesn't have a slipcover. I don't think they ever put out a 4K version of it yet for whatever reason. But when I saw on eBay that they had these, now these were brand new sealed, and they came with the alternate slipcovers and the posters. I still have the posters. I'm not going to hang them up. I'll probably end up selling them. And it is Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. Now, these are the ones with the alternate slipcovers. If y'all are fans of like cheesy 80s horror movies, you have to get Sleepaway Camp 1, 2, and 3. This is like the original artwork, if y'all remember it from back in the day. But they came with the slipcovers and the alternates. So I just put the alternate slips on them, and I think they look really cool. I got these two with the posters, and they're brand new sealed for like $58 on eBay. And I think that's usually probably well over $100 if you would have bought them, you know what I mean, like another way. But these two right here are so bad they're good. Hopefully at some point they may put out, are they going to put out part 1 on 4K anytime soon? You don't know. They still haven't even announced that, I don't guess. But yeah, Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3, man, I thought that was a really cool deal. This next one is probably my favorite pickup in this entire haul. Because I love this movie so much. It's definitely my top 5 gangster movies ever. And it is Carlito's Way, the Al Pacino movie. I've noticed there's been several editions of Carlito's Way on 4K. I think there's like a steelbook, there's like a regular 4K release. And I saw this. Now, a lot of these hardbox Arrow editions, this is what brought me back into collecting somewhat, is like these kind of editions of movies. Because they give you, I'm not going to open up the book or anything, but they give you like, obviously the 4K movie with alternate artwork. They give you this really thick booklet. They give you a poster. And these editions, if they're movies that people really like, they don't last long, and then they're out of print, and then you got to pay 3, 4, 5 times what they're worth. This is one I put a bid on eBay for like $25. and it goes for about 60 to 70 if you're looking on eBay. And I actually won it for $25, and it was brand new. It was still sealed. So I know the dude was probably mad that he only sold it for that, but that's his fault. This movie's incredible. I watched it already on 4K. The transfer's great. The special features on it are really cool. That's one thing about Arrow. They chock them full of special features, like with documentaries and behind the scenes and unheard interviews. But Carlito's Way is definitely one of my favorites. This one is another one that I'm so glad they got. It's so random that it got such a dope release. It's a Joe Dante movie, and it's called Inner Space. This is one me and my brother grew up watching. If you're a fan of Burbs, I think you'll be a fan of this because it's the same director. But it's another one of those hard shell, like hard box editions. Comes with a poster, comes with a booklet, and these even come with a slip box on top of the hard box edition. And I just think it's cool as shit that a movie like Inner Space, which is such a random, obscure 80s comedy, that it got this kind of treatment. And they got so much cool stuff on it. And I rewatched it recently, and it still holds up. And I actually put Tony onto it. He had never seen it. And I was hyped to hear that he enjoyed it like I was hoping he would. But yeah, Inner Space is a must-own if you're a fan of like 80s comedy. This edition's insane. And this is The Mask. Jim Carrey Mask. Not my favorite Jim Carrey movie, but I still really dig it. And I was telling Mel when I went back and rewatched this, because I rewatched it and I haven't watched it in years. It's got a poster and booklet and all that with it too. It's insane how much of the movie I still remembered, like line for line, the movie pretty much. Because me and my brother watched this we would rotate this, Ace Ventura, and Dumb and Dumber, because it all came out in 94. We had all three of them on VHS, and it was this orange videotape, I'm pretty sure, of The Mask. And we would watch it over and over and over. Shout out to Stanley Ipkiss, god dang it. Must own, man. The Mask was dope. That was on Amazon purchase. This is one that I'm going to be honest, I got because it was a good deal, and I haven't even watched it all the way through, but I know I'm going to enjoy it. It's like some good cheese, and shout out to Joe Tyler and Squints. We have a song called this, Snakes on a Plane. Good old Sammy Jack in this one. And again, thing about Arrow that's dope, it has those alternate artworks too. But Snakes on a Plane, I know that it's going to be some good cheese. It's one that I never really got around to seeing when it came out. But I know that it'll be cool. That was like $20 on Amazon with like one of those instant coupon things they have. Here's another one that I got that I thought was cool. It wasn't as good as I remember it being, and that's Soldier with Uncle Kurt Russell. Uncle Kurt Russell can really do no wrong. This one is an odd one, though. I do enjoy it for what it is, but it's out there. But it's one of Kurt Russell's more, I want to say, obscure releases. I don't remember what year this was. But it was definitely one. He doesn't talk much in it. You know what I mean? Like he's pretty quiet in it, but it's got some cool action scenes. It's got some good cheese in it too. Shout out to my dog Friday the 14th, Tony. He got an extra copy of this and knows how much I love this movie. And when he knew that I was kind of somewhat back grabbing stuff here and there, he threw it my way, and I love this movie, man. That's the stuff. Shout out to my dog Mo Rutherford, dadgummit. Mo Rutherford, if you don't know what swag is, look up Mo Rutherford in the stuff. And that's he was Riz before Riz was Riz, dadgummit. And then that's got that cheesy that artwork, alternate artwork. This is a multi-disc. I'm assuming one disc is features and extras, and the other one is just the pre-release version. Okay, I didn't even check out that version yet. I haven't revisited this one since he gave it to me, but we've watched this multiple times back in the day. I need to revisit it soon. So shout out to the stuff. Mo Rutherford for president. You talk about cheese. This is one that I don't know if I ever saw all the way through until I watched it when I picked it up, and that is Steven Seagal in Under Siege. Tony's a much bigger Steven Seagal fan than me. I'm more Stallone than Steven Seagal, but this one was good, solid cheese though. And this is another one, an Amazon one that was like $20. So shout out to Steven Seagal and that ponytail. And another one, speaking of Sly, this is one that I had, I want to say the Blu-ray from Scream Factory, and then when I saw it had a limited edition 4K, I had to pick it up, and that was Cobra. Sylvester Stallone. He's eating the pizza with the scissors or whatever. Shout out to Uncle Sly, dude. But Cobra's a must-own, man, if you like 80s action movies. And it's even got horror elements in it. I mean, you can say that it's a horror film as much as you can an action film. So shout out to Sly, man. Another one, I'm so glad to find out that this movie got a special release. And when I went and revisited it once it came in the mail, I loved it as much as I did when I think me and Skeggs went and saw this when it came out. And that is Jason Patric and Ray Liotta in Narc. Narc is a outstanding cop thriller. It's even got Busta Rhymes in it. Busta Rhymes does a great job, I feel like, in this movie. He's only in about 20 minutes of it, but it's just a great cop thriller, whodunit type thing. But it's shot well. The performances are great in it. And this has an entire extras disc of Blu-ray extras on it. It looks great. Arrow did a great job with this. Hopefully, we get a somewhat special edition of Dark Blue with Kurt Russell, because it's my favorite cop thriller ever. And it came out around the same time as Narc did. So shout out to that. We got 2 more left, man. And these are 2 that I'm so glad I was able to grab. They are Arrow releases as well, and that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003. This is the Jessica Biel, which absolutely love this version. A lot of people like it more than the original. Totally understand that. The original one from the 70s is very slow burn compared to this is in your face motherfucker, lots of blood and gore. It's outstanding though. I love it, and I've rewatched both of these since I got them. The Beginning, I still like this one. It doesn't hold up like it did when I originally saw it, but it's still very solid, man. And these releases are really good. And if you zoom in, I mean, the amount of features that are on these, I'm assuming the majority of them were on the Blu-rays that came out, but there's also new features on it as well. And you get the iconic, that's the artwork that I remember back in the day on these. Same with this one. But very, very solid releases. I feel like it's dope that they put out these editions, because they just had regular, Blu-ray releases before that. So shout out to Arrow Video for putting out really dope shit. Shout out to Scream Factory. Shout out to Kino Lorber. That's who this haul was from. I don't know how many of these you're going to see me do, because I'm only buying stuff here and there. But as I get a good stack of stuff in, maybe once a month, maybe I'll show you what I grabbed. But this is about a 2-month span of stuff since I decided I want to grab movies again. But shout out to everybody that's tuning into these. What did y'all think of what we picked up on this one, man? Let me know what you think. What do y'all want to see me check out in the future? Shout out to Tony and Chance. Shout out to everybody involved with the success of Over the Top.
Over the Top with Chad and Tony, talking about movies and wrestling. I'm Chance, Georgia team hating on me, Gene. BJ the DJ keeps the party going.